to Senator Clinton. In New Hampshire, you said you found your own voice, but increasingly there are people who believe that it's your husband's voice that has become too loud. Congressman Clyburn earlier said today, I think he can afford to tone it down. Is there a risk that he is overshadowing your message and your voice?
Well, I think that he is very much advocating on my behalf, and I appreciate that. He is a tremendous asset, and he feels very strongly about this country and what's at stake and what our future should be. And, you know, I believe that this campaign is not about our spouses. It is about us. It is about each of us individually. You know, Michelle and Elizabeth are strong and staunch advocates for their husbands, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, voters are going to have to choose among us. And I think it's fair to say that really the most important decision is who would be the best president on day one to deal with all the problems that we know are waiting for our next president. And the subsidiary question is, who can best withstand the Republicans and all that we know that is coming from them in order to win in November 2008? I believe strongly that, you know, I can make the best case for that. Obviously, my colleagues believe just as strongly. So I think that we need to keep our focus on what's at stake in the election, what the future holds, what each of us will bring to this campaign and the presidency, because ultimately it's really not about any of us. It's about the people of South Carolina. It's about the people of America. And my voice is their voice. What I want to do is take not only my 35 years of experience into the White House, but I want to take all those voices of these extraordinary Americans who come up to me and tell me their stories and give me hope and inspiration that I can do something for them, because that's what it's about for me. Politics is not a game. It is the most serious of business. We have seen that over the last 7 years. We have seen what a difference it makes when we have a president who is indifferent to and insensitive about the real-life struggles of Americans. And I want to be the champion that, once again, gives Americans a feeling that they have a president who cares about them and can produce results for them. And that's what I intend to do.
I'm going to let both of the other senators respond. Then we'll take a quick break. But go ahead, Senator Obama.
Well, Hillary's right. All of us have extraordinarily smart and effective advocates in our spouses. And as I've said before, Hillary, I do not at all begrudge. I would expect that Bill Clinton would campaign vigorously on your behalf. You know, obviously, he's the ex-president, so you know, that means that he gets a lot of outsized attention, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's, as you said, an asset to the campaign. I have been troubled, and we already had this discussion, so I don't want to go over it again. The degree to which you know, my record is not accurately portrayed, but that is, you know, that's standard practice in some of our political battles. What I do want to focus on, though, is how important it is when you talked about taking on the Republicans. How important it is, I think, to redraw the political map in this country, and the reason I say that is that we've gone through the 2000 election, the 2004 election, both of which were disappointing elections. But the truth is that we as Democrats have not had a working majority in a very long time. And what I mean by that is a working majority that can push through the kinds of bold initiatives that all of us have proposed. And one of the reasons that I am running for president is because I believe I can inspire new people to get involved in the process, that I can reach out to independents, and yes, some Republicans who have also lost trust in their government and want to see something new. When you look at Bush and Cheney and their record, the one good thing they've done for us is they have given their party a very bad name. And that gives us a unique opportunity in this election, and what we can't do, I think, is just to take the playing field as a given. We want to expand the scope of the electorate so that we can start getting a 60% majority, more folks in the House, more folks in the Senate, and I think that's something I can do, and that's why we've seen record turnout in every election so far. I'm not taking all the credit for it. I think people are voting against George Bush. But I also think that we've inspired people who had not previously voted before, and that's what the Democratic Party has to do.
Senator Edwards.
I would just add on, it's really important for primary voters in South Carolina and all the other subsequent primaries to understand they're not just voting in a primary. They're voting to establish what we're going to be doing next November and who our candidate will be next November. And it's becoming increasingly likely, I think, that John McCain is going to be the Republican candidate. Now, here's what we have to be thinking about. Who will be tough enough and strong enough, and who can compete against John McCain in every place in America?
Hillary Clinton. For 12 years, she was the First Lady of the state of Arkansas. For 8 years, the First Lady of the United States. And in 2000, was elected the United States Senator from New York. This morning, Hillary Clinton